allow them to come up together, the father and mother of Mr. Coleman.
Certainly.
Jeffrey, can you? Will you raise your hand? I solemnly swear affirm the testimony that you're about to give in this matter should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, sir.
Thank you. Yana, on behalf of the Coleman family, we would like to thank you for this opportunity to speak before your courts and to speak about our wonderful son, Bradley Coleman. To the jury, thank you so much. Besides learning of the murder of our son and having to address the courts and to stand before these guys that murdered our son, this has absolutely been the hardest thing that we've ever had to do in life. Your Honor, may I reintroduce to you who our dear son, Bradley Coleman, who he was. And how this senseless act of gun violence has affected my husband and I, his young daughter, our family, friends, and the community, and the world as a whole. Bradley was a wonderful man of God. He was a man of integrity. He was a man with a vision. He was born and raised right here in Gwinnett County. Bradley graduated from Norcross High School, where he played football and basketball. He earned a 4-year full scholarship to Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He graduated from Southern with 2 degrees, one in education and the other one in interdisciplinary studies. As proud parents, Your Honor, Bradley was absolutely everything to us. He was a son that you would want. He was an awesome father, son, activist, coach, community leader, counselor, entrepreneur, humanitarian, a motivator, and an educator. Brad even taught children that transitioned out of the jail system back into society. He was impactful on and off the football field. He was just an ordinary guy that did extraordinary things, and he was loved and respected by so many. Bradley cherished his mother, his father, his daughter, his friends, his family, his students, and his student athletes. Bradley was such an amazing man. He often watched his father and observed how he would protect, he would love, he would provide, and care for our family. Brad vowed to be the same type of man and father that his daddy was to him. However, because of these 3 individuals' cold-blooded nature and their careless act of violence with no regards to human life, our granddaughter Amira now has to grow up without her father. She cries constantly to me, Your Honor, telling me how much she loved and misses her daddy. She said, Grandma, I was only 5 years old when they took my daddy from me. It's not fair that he's not here with me. She also misses spending time with her daddy. He picked her up from school every single day. He was present in her life. She cherished Daddy and Daughter Day. Every Friday he would pick her up, take her out for ice cream, take her to Target, she loved Target, and do a little shopping and give her special gifts. But now, due to their act of murder, she and Bradley will no longer be able to create memories with each other or share those special days anymore with each other, like Daddy and Daughter Dance, her high school and college graduations. Her dad won't be able to walk her down the aisle when she gets married. He won't be able to experience being a grandfather. We will forever miss him, and we love him for all the things that he did in this life and for the things that he would never, ever get a chance to do because his life was snatched away from these 3 individuals. Bradley invested so much, Your Honor, into the community. He often encouraged his students to never give up on their dreams. He was such a loving teacher. He would drive the streets of New Orleans and go by known drug locations looking for his students who had been absent from school for days at a time. And he would encourage them to come back to school. That's just who he was. He did everything in his power to motivate them to do well and to continue their education. If his students did well, it was known for him to take them out, buy them the latest gym shoes that was out on the market. He did that too. And I remember him sharing with me one of his female students had gotten pregnant with little to no help from the father or her family. Brad made sure this child ate every single day. He bought her clothes and shoes, and he rallied around her and was that support system to her. He even got the co-workers, the other teachers in the school, and they threw her a baby shower to make sure when that unborn child was born, she had everything she needed for her baby. That's who my baby was. He was truly a gift to the world who inspired so many. And one of the most amazing things about him, Your Honor, I know they talked about how tall he was. He was 6 feet, 9 inches tall. But guess what? He was a gentle giant with a heart of gold. He gave so much, Your Honor, to so many people. And he never required anything back. Never. And I remember when he passed away, he said, before he passed away, he said to me, Your Honor, he said, Mama, you don't know who I am. You won't know till I'm gone. He said, you'll understand who I am. And my husband and I, we didn't understand. We knew Bradley was a good person. We knew he was a loving person, but we didn't understand until he was gone. So many people came to us and told us how much good he sowed into them. It blew my mind. And now I understand that my husband and I not only gave birth to a child, we gave birth to a legacy, because that's who he is. Bradley was known for feeding and clothing the homeless. Several times he literally took the shirt off his back and would bless a homeless person with. His heart was always, Your Honor, to serve and to give back to the community and to bless people that was less fortunate. He led and marched in the Black Lives Matter protest in Atlanta, Georgia. His vision led him to coordinate the Togetherness Project, which he led in the city of Norcross. The purpose of his project was to bridge the gap in the communities and shine light on systematic inequality and worldwide problems that we face in the world today. Bradley's entrepreneurial spirit led him to create his own clothing line, Posture Collection. He most definitely left his imprint on this world. Even though Bradley accomplished so much in such a short period of time on this earth, he still, Your Honor, has so much good to give. And for that, my husband and I are just so proud of him. We're so honored to be his parents. You know, all you want as a parent is for your children to do well. And Bradley, like I said, he was everything to her. He was a good soul. And he didn't deserve this. Your Honor? Oh, God.
It's okay. It's okay.
Jesus. Your Honor, we love him. And we miss him so much. Your Honor, a parent should never, ever have to bury their child. They're supposed to bury us. Especially over the theft of a car and gang status activity, for which this cold-hearted, cowardly act of violence has left my family devastated. Our son, Bradley Lamar Coleman, was shot in the head at point-blank range with the 9mm handgun, execution style, by these 3 individuals. The bullet entered his skull, traveled through his brains, and exited through his neck. He was shot and killed, left dying, choking on his blood, bleeding out on a hot pavement at a local Quick Trip. Your Honor, he didn't deserve that. His death certificate says that he died within seconds. Your Honor, they didn't show him no mercy. And because they wanted to take his car into gang status and gang activity, this is simply unconscionable. Our son, again, did not deserve it. My husband and I did not deserve it. His daughter did not deserve it. His friends and family did not deserve it. His student athletes, they did not deserve this. Our hearts have been deeply wounded. We do not want another parent, child, sister, relative, friend to suffer at the hands of these three individuals: Josiah Hughley, David Booker, Miles Collins ever again. It's important that they don't ever have the freedom to commit another heinous crime like this again, and to bring so much pain and sorrow to another family ever in life. I have no doubt, Your Honor, in my spirit, if given the opportunity, they will do it again. Next time it may be your child, your grandchild, your husband, even you, Your Honor. Our prayer is that God would allow each of them to live a long, miserable life, and that they will rot in their prison cells for the rest of their miserable life for the murder of our son. They took a father away from a daughter, a 5-year-old daughter. They took a son, Your Honor, from their parents. They took a teacher and a coach from his students and student athletes. And they took a natural-born leader from this world. And now today, Your Honor, is the day of reckoning. That which they have sown, now shall they reap. Your Honor, due to this tragic and horrific manner in which our son Bradley Coleman was murdered, we respectfully ask that you show them no mercy as they showed my baby none. We also respectfully ask that each individual receive the maximum sentences for each guilty charge without parole. It is our sincere hope and deepest prayer, Your Honor, that you please take our request into consideration when making your decision on the sentencing. Your Honor, thank you and God bless you.
Let me just express to the Coleman family